All right, we'll open the loan committee meeting. The first thing is, everybody seen the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Moving along, ooh, where's Martha here? Right,
I was gonna say, we're missing an important part here.
I was worried about having the quorum and everybody.
I know.
We got the email, but we didn't get an email saying we had one.
I'm telling you,
So you didn't, so you weren't really sure.
Jim called me.
Oh, hi, Rachel.
One.
No. Okay.
Meeting over, Martha, sorry. We're ready for your portfolio dashboard.
All right. Let's take a look at that. Loan Client Day has been on this report, and I think you're familiar with that project. Loan Client B is a new client who has yet to make a payment on her loan. We have sent a demand letter, we're working with her attorney, and we're very hopeful that she will be sending in that payment shortly. Loan Client C has been on here before. They're making monthly payments. They simply haven't gotten caught up. And Loan Client D, once again, I think the committee is familiar with, we're hoping to be repaid once those assets have been sold, and they're working on it. In fact, I spoke to the client on Friday. Are there any questions on the dashboard?
Questions on the motion? Second?
Motion to approve.
Second. Got a motion and seconded to approve, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving on to the first loan of Showroom Hudson.
Okay, showroom. This is a loan request for $50,000, and we would be splitting it between the two loan funds. The term would be 72 months, with an interest rate of 7 3/4. The purpose of the loan is working capital, and the collateral is lien on business assets and the personal guarantee of the principals. Are there questions on this loan?
I do have a question. The principals say that they expect to apply for an SBA 7 loan on top of this. And the projected startup costs show that SBA 7 loan is going to represent 2/3 of the startup costs.
Yes.
So my question is, our loan approvals be conditioned on their obtaining that SBA 7 loan first?
So we have made that a, contingency on loans in the past. And other times we have approved a loan so that the project can get started while they're waiting to find out about either SBA financing or other bank financing. We have a long-standing relationship with the Pocketbook Factory project through the IDA. And so we have very little doubt that they won't be approved for financing. And we have virtually no doubt that they wouldn't make good on the loan, even if it were delayed or they had to obtain some other kind of financing.
Thank you.
Sure.
That was my thought as well. I mean, at first I was a little concerned because it's a little bit of, obviously, you've got the landlord also being the principal here. But at the same time, you know, compared to what else they have going on, this is pretty small potatoes, you know, they're gonna jeopardize the big project or.
We were going to facilitate an introduction to Pursuit for the 7A, but they haven't asked for that, and I'm not even sure they're going through Pursuit at this point.
And what is an SBA 7?
A
Loan.
7A loan is a working capital loan. Basically, it can be used for just about anything, except typically not for real estate. That would be a 504. So it can be used for equipment, working capital, you know, basically any operating costs, overhead, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the most flexible programs that the SBA has. They can't decline it for lack of collateral. Typically Pursue does most of them in the area. Some of the larger banks do as well.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but a 7A loan is just a bank loan with an SBA guarantee. The SBA is not lending directly to the.
No,
Okay.
no, but Pursuit lends directly on those, whereas on the 504s, maybe the bank loan.
Ah, okay.
Any other questions on this one?
Motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Moving on along to Little Deb's, which is actually Table.
Table Food LLC. This is a business that has been in existence for almost 10 years. They are looking for a $50,000 working capital loan. The terms, once again, it would be split between the two loan funds, 72 months at 7 3/4%. The collateral is a lien on business assets, a personal guarantee of the principal, and we also have an additional guarantee.
I'm reading here, we're on second position.
That is correct. There is an EIDL loan and the SBA has first lien on the business assets. And that is why we looked for an additional guarantor.
Wonder who's ahead of us.
The SBA.
What do we know about the addition? There's no information here about this addition. What is the relationship with it?
Oh, I thought Andy would be here today. I think we could probably go into executive session if we wanted to discuss that further. We feel that it's a very strong guarantor. I can say that.
Do you want to go into? To find out?
Sure. You know, let's do
Okay,
that.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
I'll second it.
All in favor to go into executive session?
Aye.
Tourist back.
I did. Oh, you did? Okay.
You just have to.
Made and second, made and second. All set? All right. And we're back on to the table, right? That's where we're left now, okay. So, any more questions on table food there? I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion made and seconded for table to approve the loan. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Moving along to Palatial Restaurant and Bar.
Thank you. BBG Restaurant and Bar LLC, located in Malaysia, is a restaurant and bar. They're looking to borrow $23,000 split between the. Actually, we have decided we're going to take the entire amount from one loan fund. We're really finagling with our loan funds until we can get additional SBA money. We already have our application into the SBA, but they can't consider it until April 1st because of the arcane SBA rules. So this will come from one loan fund, and I'm pretty sure we decided to put it in the CEDC loan fund. It's a 60-month term, and the total monthly payments are $463. The interest rate is 7 3/4. It's a working capital loan. We have a lien on business assets, the personal guarantee of the principal, and the personal guarantee of the additional guarantor.
Any questions?
So you had mentioned that they are planning on delivery.
They
Is
are.
that like through DoorDash?
No, I think they want to do it themselves, have one of their employees doing it.
Okay.
They'll charge. DoorDash doesn't work in Turkey, though, for a lot of people.
I didn't think it was
Is
up
there,
here,
like,
but I didn't know that it
inconsistent?
changed.
They have it like in Catskill, but it's very inconsistent, because it's just when the person feels like working,
There's one person
Yeah.
who's signed up.
pretty much,
Yeah. I didn't know if it was any different in Hudson.
You would think it'd be. They actually, our Hudson office uses it all the time in Hudson, so it must be good around here. They
That's
use it
what I
every
was
day.
at, the city. Yeah. Get a card or something.
No, but probably not the lake shop. No, probably
Not.
not, sadly.
Motion to approve. Motion made, anybody want a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the loan for BBG Restaurant. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
All right.
Anything else, Martha?
I think, Lisa, you, let me know that Mike Lewinsky is no longer able to attend Monday
We
morning.
can't do Monday meetings.
Oh, he was on the.
Loan committee.
Yes.
With his new job.
Monday morning meeting.
Well, I see that Gary, our new board member, is gonna join the loan committee.
Yes.
He, had a conflict today, the rest of the year, he's got it on his calendar and expects to be able to attend, yeah.
Anything else? Anything there's, I know there's no public on.
Yeah, no,
So we, just on go, how's the SBA going? So we've gotten to them yet? Or things still business as
Yeah, I'm
usual?
curious.
I'm not aware, other than having to go into the office 5 days a week, I'm not aware of any other changes yet. I'm very concerned about, I don't think I'll be making loans to non-citizens going forward. We have conflicting, information coming from the new head of the SBA.
Have we done that in the past?
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as people are able to work here legally, we can make a loan to non-citizens, and we've done several. We have one outstanding loan now to a non-citizen. But that's a concern.
Yeah.
In terms of funding, on my last call with them, I asked, when could we apply for a new loan? And he said, right away, we can't consider the request until April 1st, but get your request in. So we have requested $1 million. And then in terms of the grant, our technical assistance grant, and maybe they are just sounding very positive because what's the alternative? But we do know that they can't tell us what our grant would be until they have an approved budget. And right now we've got our stopgap measure until September. Typically, they wait until the 11th hour to approve a new budget. So I don't know when we might find out about our technical assistance grant.
So how long do we have through September, basically?
In terms of SBA money to lend.
Well, or that.
How long is covered?
Oh, the technical assistance, through June 30th. Now, the last time there was a budget delay, they told us to continue spending money based on what we had submitted. Because we apply for the money every year. And that's what we did, and eventually the budget was approved and we did get reimbursed. I don't know what'll happen this time. We may be sending people up to the Small Business Development Center and saying, we just don't have enough, maybe we fund certain select projects. But basically, we've been able to provide technical assistance to everyone who comes to us.
Correct.
And in terms of money, if all of the loans in the pipeline are fully funded, we'll be out of SBA money by April, maybe early May. And probably wouldn't have any new money until late June or even July 1st. But we have the CEDC loan fund. We have been in this situation before. We tell people they have to wait until the funding comes in. So we're just kind
So
of,
there's potential a month or two.
there is potential,
Yeah.
it'll be without.
That we, right, but we would still be considering and approving CEDC loans during that time.
They gotta wait,
Yeah.
Nothing you can do,
That's right.
so. All right, anything else?
Yes, I have a question. Martha, is there anything regarding the 7th Street Park project that you wanted to bring to the attention?
They have submitted an application to us for a bridge loan. They have 2 grants that have been approved. We have the countersigned agreements in our folder. They are looking for, you know, $100,000, and we're just waiting on a couple of things, like, is there a potential funder where we would only have to make half that loan? Again, because we're a little bit short of funds and we're being very cautious. It was unclear to me when they needed the money, when the work is actually scheduled to begin. And so we've asked for an updated timeline, and so we postponed that one until next month. We just
What
wanted
is that project?
7th Street Park, Friends of the Public Square.
Oh, what do they want?
They're planning a major improvement to that park.
Oh,
So part of
That's
these
certainly
all the
for your
New York
board
State
member.
grants or completion grants, so you gotta
Right.
do it and then you get reimbursed after.
right, all
So
like the DRI and all that
There
stuff.
is substantial risk there, because if it doesn't get done, with state wants it done, or, I mean.
They don't
hot
make
water, hot water with a nonprofit with a similar situation.
What do they wanna do to the
They're
park?
just waiting for New York State, but they have no cash flow, we can't keep up with payments. Not a good situation. So you gotta be extremely confident in the project,
Yeah,
because that's the only way out. You're not financing a
It has
business,
to
it's gonna
finish.
have cash
You
flow.
have to spend the money.
And it's it,
It has to
you either
spend
grant,
on
it
what
either
you
gonna
do.
come in or it's not.
And there's no business assets to lean on.
No,
you
you're
have
not gonna
to,
take the
you have to
pound,
complete the project
and
on
there's
what
no,
you
and it's
agree.
not producing
This is
cash
just
the way a
phase
business
one.
would.
Like
This
it
is
was
only
down
phase
Christmas
one,
Road.
this is a multi-phase project.
Really.
Yeah, but I mean, when you get like those DRI grants and stuff, you are held to what they approved, right? Like even if it ends up being more expensive or ends up being, you know, like if they agreed to build a community pool, they have to build a
Yeah,
community pool,
Correct,
right?
and when the
Yeah.
pool's there, then the state comes in.
Okay, I just was, cause Catskill just got one, they finally got a DRI grant. But I was looking at their project list and I was like, you know, just wondering what's gonna get axed, cause they didn't get the full amount that they requested. And then Catskill has like a major problem right now that wasn't going on when they applied for this, being the sewer project. And they have a lot of housing in there, and right now there's a moratorium, so I'm like, that's gonna like prevent them from being able to complete housing projects unless the village of Catskill can figure out their sewer problem. So I was just thinking about all that. I don't know how it all works.
The TRI is a even lengthier process
Yeah.
too, because I think there's all kinds of meetings to determine it's what. and,
Yeah,
I mean, Hudson got it 7 years ago. and
like Catskills, there was
There's been
quite a few
one
new
project that's been
apartments,
completed out of the 10 that.
As part of the
It's a
project.
long road.
But they
Um,
can't actually
but they,
break ground on it because they
well,
don't
because
have the
there's,
infrastructure.
yeah, there's a
for it.
moratorium going on right now with the sewer. Because they did not do things properly. And now I think they have to like correct that issue and spend probably like $5 or $6 million to correct the issue before they can go forward on building
Housing.
or adding any apartments. Cause I
So
wanna
we-
say they were adding like a lot, like 50 apartments or something, it was a lot.
We could probably use, I know we could use our technical assistance money to help them if they needed a project manager or a grants manager or someone to help shepherd them through that project of seeking reimbursement. I think that's a possibility. Riley's done a lot of these work on grants.
Good for you.
So you'll be bringing that up to us next month?
Potentially.
Potentially, or, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to rush things along, but
Motion adjourned.
somebody?
Second.
Nobody? Motion, Kate seconded, all in favor?
Yeah, thank you.
So moved.
Thank you, Chairman.